Okay, so I'm back, and I just want to fast just apologize you guys. That's I think it's about 2 weeks or something that I post nothing new, but actually just because I was working a lot in my private projects. I was coding a lot during these weeks, and we had this holiday right in the beginning of this month, and I took this time just to chill a bit and just to reflect about what I was doing, to project my goals for the rest of the year, and kind of put myself back on track, right? But I was just reflecting about this today morning, and actually I even make here 3 points. I don't know if you guys can read it, but uh, in my point of view, it's just basic points. It's like I would say that to resume the core of the title, right? The fact that, in my opinion, why I think that you shouldn't listen to especially women, right? You shouldn't listen to what they give you advice, or they try to kind of I'll not say guide your life, but they comment about your life, right? And I like to say about this in the sense that it's something that if you don't be be careful, if you don't take care of that and you don't pay attention, you can easily get into this trap. Because let's say that, especially if you're still going trying to date and so on, and right now it's quite hard, right, to have this problem with this virus, blah blah blah, etc. But imagine if the situation was stable, and then you're still going to dates or whatever, right? You try to find someone and a partner in the terms of relationship, and time to time, of course, more time you spend with this person, is the probability of you start to kind of uh, take for yourself, right, what these people, this person, in this case the woman, is saying to you. You start to put what she's trying to, I'll not say convince you to do, but she's just a comment about something, and then you start to eat her words, right? You start to get this inside of you, and what I'm trying to say is that you should be careful with that, because there is, at least for me, I put here three top main reasons why you should be careful not to listen to what especially women saying. And the first reason is very simple. It's I think is the core of the idea, right? It's just the fact that women are very emotional, right? And being emotional, it's whatever you're doing in life, especially if you're dealing with tough decisions, and you're trying to make, for instance, a business, or you're doing, I don't know, you're writing the business, and then you're trying to close some contract, or you're building something. It can be whatever, your own house, or you're trying to move to another country, you try to learn a new language, whatever you're trying to fight to and have to achieve your goals. uh, you know that it's very you should always try to remove emotions in this kind of situations, because you cannot take tough decisions while you're either angry, or you're sad, or whatever you're feeling, right? Because this affects your reaction, and it's just easy to understand, most of the things that we do in life, right, we do because we felt something, right? So I don't know, you like to play, I don't know, sports, for instance, and then, so because you have this feeling of this pleasure of playing the sport and competing and have fun with friends, you just get this motivation, then you go to the action, right? And in the same sense, is really, you should really avoid to take, at least in my point of view, right, to take any tough decision, any in life, I would say decisions that are gonna change your life, right? Not about the results, but the fact that you're just starting this. So you always should cut the emotional part of that, and just like try to make a list of, oh, what is the pros, what are the cons. And everyone knows that like this, for women, to stop and think and not being emotional, it's I would say that if I ever met, like, would I could count in one hand, like women that were like very like in times that are tough, and you're supposed to get hard decisions. They are not like taking the action or deciding about something based on their emotions, right? And every guy that whatever got in a relationship, is married, or anything related with these, I would say, these context of being together with your partner, knows that it's like one day they might wake up like very like stable, happy, fulfilled, and then the same day, like in afternoon, because it's raining or whatever, or they didn't find the shoes that they want to buy, or someone ask them to do something like at work, and it was not like very polite, they just like destroy the mood, and then the day is just like destroyed. So the first point, in my opinion, is that because they're like very very emotional, and it's not just like emotional, in some parts, right? I would say that more than even if I come with a number, but I'd say more than 90%, whatever, of their actions based on emotions. So it's not a surprise just like going a bit aside of the topic. It's not a surprise for us to see all the industry in the market, all the investments of propaganda, etc., because they know that most of the buyers, right? If you buy shoes, whatever, new cars, fancy houses, fancy vacations, etc., it's directed to the female public, right? It's women that make the market to move, right? They need, right? They need the new shoes because or whatever, their friends got a new version, a better version of whatever, shoes, car, a bigger house. So then they start. Everyone knows that, like, especially when I'll say, especially when you grow up in the sense that you are above. Let's say I would say after 27, 28, and then you start to realize better life, and you start to see easily, and if you have even on top of that, you have the knowledge of red pill, you start to easily see that for women it's about always like comparing, right? Oh, I have these, but my friend has something better, so I should go to the same position of my friend. And doesn't even matter, like, okay, this friend has something better because I don't know, got family from help from family, or has a different type of job which might lead to better earnings, etc. It's just like, oh, if she has, in the, let's say, in the group of these five friends, and if someone of them like has something like better, like either a partner, job, vacations, whatever, they are like, oh, I want to have the same. It's not like I want to have the same because, oh, maybe I would like to live in a country that's like, it's like I can chill, or safer. No, it's just like, oh, if my friends like kind of showing off that is in a better lifestyle, I just want to do the same. So it's just like they don't reflect inside of them like, oh, okay, cool that my friend is doing that, right? But for me, it's not my type. I don't like, let's say, to go on vacation and just chill on the beach. It's not my stuff. I like to go, I don't know, to go to the mountains. So it's completely the opposite side. But for them, it's like, if this person is showing off, like this friend, common friend, is showing off that is doing something, and this showing off is like presented as, oh, it looks something like cool, and people are kind of like happy with that, so they want to follow the same path. And this goes exactly to the second point that I put in my list, that is, they always follow, right? They never lead anything. So on that, is very, again, it's very simple to understand. It's really rare to get like not a fake one, but a really, I would say, not the term is strong, but a really, like, for real, like, woman that's like leader for real, right? That likes to help others to grow, and has like this kind of I would say, like, this kind of power, right? That, oh no, you need help, I'm gonna help you to be better, or something's like, let's say, on fire, and then I'm gonna go there to help you fix it. So it's really like, it's actually the opposite. You can see that they fit much better, at least by my experience. They fit much better in the rule, like, when they're following stuff, right? Let's say you have a project, and this actually in the from my side, I can take from experience like from the IT industry. Like if you take, especially in these roles of management, it's always like when they have whatever I would say uh, like management position in the project, and is like is we have to kind of follow the lead of woman. It's always like tough because again you kind of connect with the same point, right? It's like very emotional, so sometimes the client's like really pissed, but it's something that you can manage, right? Because maybe it's not because your company, your team, whatever, is delivering some bad product. Or it's just about, I don't know, the client is trying to understand what is happening. And if you talk like you present the facts, you talk like what is happening and so on, things get settled. But when it's like when the leader is this kind of sense that they're like emotional, so they want to like, oh my god, it's like something's burning, so what you have to take action and so on. It's not like it's just like it's like, you know, this game, like this ping pong of, oh, something happened, so I have to get the reaction very fast. And if you put this in the sense of like leadership, you're always gonna say that it's gonna be a disaster, because the leader itself, right, should be the person that's calm, that's like, oh, you have a problem, but it's kind of under control. Let's do this, guys. Let's go to some, let's find some other solution, plan A, plan B, and you're gonna kind of manage the situation. But if you connect these two points of being emotional and putting the position of leadership, it's just gonna be a disaster. And the third point that I note here is this is very related actually with family, from my side, right, with family relatives, is the fact that they never take like responsibility. It's unbelievable. Like if I can talk about like a little, just not to make this, it's already 12 minutes, not to make this video very long. I can take this example directly from like my mom. It's unbelievable. Like even now that she's like close to 70s, but still when we're still talking like, you know, about things that happened in her past, how her life was harder and so on, is like I would say honestly, I don't remember like maybe a couple of times that when we get in this kind of conversation that she like uh, took the lead in the sense that, oh no, this happened because no, I took the, I was like, you know, whatever, immature, and then I did this action, and then that's why I got the result. No, no, it's always like, oh no, I did that because someone told me to do that. I did that because someone kind of forced me to do that. I did that because I don't know, the circumstance, the economic crisis that was happening in the country. Or it's always like, you know, something outside happened, and that's why she took the action that she did, right? And this like I can say, guys, like in like, you know, in a resume, right? This I can relate it with like my mom, like very like, you know, relative, right? The closest one, like let's say female. I can tell this about my aunts. I can tell this about girls that I had a relationship, and it's for me. It's like, of course, before I had no idea about I would say this sense, right? This red pill common knowledge that women never take responsibility. So I was kind of like, I was not even actually before, like I was not even paying attention to that. It was like, it was just like normal behavior, right? Kind of, I was like buying their side that, oh, everything, like, you know, you're just in this world, everything happens to you because I'm not saying that, you know, things in life, it's not possible that it's happening, like, you know, of course it's not always your fault, right? But what I'm saying to you guys is like, it's unbelievable like how much they just get into these what is the word that I'm looking for, into this victim, right? They are just like, oh no, I'm just like living life, but because of, I don't know, weather, because of friends, because of family, because of work, because of blah blah blah, whatever is happening, I got in this bad situation, like, and it never comes. And never comes from like inside of them, like, oh no, yeah, this was bad because of this and this and that, right? But the other side, like, oh, I don't know, I was stupid, I took this decision, and like, I learned from that, but was my mistake, right? I thought that it was going to be the, but like, I assumed that was my mistake, was my like decision to do that. Now it's always like someone put them in the situation, and then because of this, they're like fucked. They're like fucked right now. So it's really like, yeah. So it's these 3 points, like they're very emotional. As every guy that whatever. If you have, let's say, if you have a mom, you know what I'm talking about. They're very emotional. Like they always like following, and when they play, it's kind of like connect, right? When they play this victim card, like, oh, something happened with me, is kind of translations for translation for the sense that they were following someone, right? Like, oh, I did this because someone said to me to do. So it's not like they took the lead. Someone said, oh, you should do that, and then say, I don't think so. I'm gonna do the opposite because I think it's gonna be better. Because again, if you do, like, someone said to you, I don't know, you should do A, and then you say, nah, I'm gonna do B, meaning that you have anyway, after your actions, you have to take responsibility, right? You cannot say that, oh, you told me to do A and I did B, but it's your fault because I did B. No, you decide to do B even if I'm saying to do A. So they never take this stuff because kind of they put themselves like in the as a, like, passive mode. So yeah, no, something happened because I follow what you say, so it's your fault, right? You gave me this idea. And the third point is just like, again, the responsibility is just like kryptonite for them. Never gonna work because and even if you think in the sense of, like, yeah, the movie's getting a bit longer. Just if you think in the sense that of, like, responsibility, um, why they take responsibility, right? Because if they have to, how you cannot play the victim card and take the responsibility side of the story. So yeah, so it's just like, I just want to put this like out of my head during the holidays. Yeah, so for me it's like the three main points of why I should not listen, right? Not take serious what women say. Are they're very emotional. They are always like, they kind of like, their nature is to be like the followers, right? They never supposed to be the leaders. And the third one is they never take responsibility for what they do. It's always like because of the advice of others in their life. That's why they got in trouble. So yeah, so hope you guys kind of understood what I said. I still like doing these long moves. I want to do actually another move about something that better bachelor shared in his channel, but it's gonna take like some time because I have to learn how to like cut the clip and so on. But it's very very interesting as well. So yeah, see you guys. Enjoy. You guys enjoy your week, and just we have to pay attention to that because sometimes just let our life goes, and then you find ourselves in some kind of problems because we are not paying attention to what we are listening and the source of the information that's coming. So yeah, guys, have a nice day, and hopefully soon I'm gonna create some other videos. So see you guys.